Hey guys, this is your boy Markcoos, and welcome back to the Markcoos Mafia episode number 55. And yeah, this guy I face in this episode is well, both guys I face. There's only two games this episode. It's quite a long episode because there's a lot of transfers in it. Well, not a lot of transfers, but there's a little bit of change in the team. But yeah, this guy. I mean, look at this guy's team. He's got some insane players. He's no Van der March. I don't think Van der March is actually in this episode. Thank the Lord. But Big Charlie McGrew, for me, has run out of contracts. I give him a new contracts at the end of the episode. I don't actually show you them, but he gets a lot of contracts because he's still such a beast, and he's only 77 rated. But as you can see, I'm playing quite a defensive formation, playing three attacking midfielders instead of just playing one out left, one out right, and one attacking mid. But this guy, he played a lot down the middle, and he had a lot of players up front. He had four players, basically playing a 4-2-4 formation. He'd like to ping it through to Adebayor. Now, Adebayor, not particularly the best player to ping it through to. He's not one of the fastest players in the game, but he did have Marco Reus as well as Pablo Piatti, and they're a great save from Viviano, and I clear it quite easily, really. But I mean, this guy, he was a pretty good defender. I mean, this was at just about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, so it was a bit weird for me to be playing it, but I was on a roll, so I just decided to keep going. But anyway, here's Giroud. My god, his touch is terrible, but he passes it to Jovetic. I didn't mean to actually sweat it. I didn't think I would have got the extra touch on it. But I mean, here, he plays a nice through ball through to Adebayor, and he should have shot first time, but he decides to take a couple of touches, and Viviano makes a good save. He's finally showing me how to actually properly play some good football. But here, Giroud, like I was saying, isn't particularly the best player for online, especially there. I really should have chipped the keeper compared to just trying a normal shot. And then here, Cersei gets a nice shot. No, not Cersei. Cersei gets a nice cut down, and Goodbye hits the post, unfortunately. But at half time, I mean, I've been dominating him, like, really. I mean, I've had 5 shots, 4 on target. He's had 72 pass completion, and he's only had, like, 4 shots. But into the second half, Giroud loses the ball really clumsily. He plays it through to Adebayor, okay? And Adebayor's through on goal, and Ivanovic is stopping him. And then they both stumble. I don't know what went on there. It's such a ridiculous goal to concede because it goes over Viviano, and then it just sort of just goes into the path of Adebayor again. It's absolutely ridiculous. So from kickoff, I was like, okay, I'm not going to have this. So Giroud on the ball, plays it to Cersei, and Cersei plays it back to Giroud. Now, Cersei, look at this run he makes. A great run. I wait for it, and then he actually, it's really weird. He tries to play me offside, but it doesn't really work, and it's played onside. This is the best bit of the episode. Ivanovic just blasts it at the player. It's a great part of the episode. But, yeah, the guy started trying to foul me, and then I just ended up playing some alright football. I mean, it's not too bad. Kieran Clark here gets sent off because if you didn't notice, go back and just pause it as I make the tackle. The two centre backs are so far apart that it would not have benefited me if he'd actually got through on goal, and he would have probably scored because he would have pinged it through. So I was like, oh, okay, then I'll just slow it down a bit. So Cersei here on the ball in the 88th minute. I just wait for Goodbye to make that run. He makes a great little run. I chip it through to him, and when Goodbye's through on goal, I decide just to. I didn't really want to score a goal. I wanted more to get a corner kick. So I got a corner kick, and then I basically just played it around. Goodbye got another shot away. He clears it, and then that's it. The final score 2-1 to me. So I finally won a game, which is what you want. And he had 70 percentage pass completion and 5 shots, 4 on target. I had 11 for 8, so I did deserve to win. And Giroud, of all people, actually got man of the match, which is really surprising considering that he didn't actually score a goal, because I know he assisted too, but still. And from that, I got 2.9999 million, so basically 3 million. So it wasn't too bad. But as you can see here, I'm playing at 2:05 in the morning, and there's no one about. So I'm looking for a rating of something ridiculous and a team strength of something ridiculous. So I was like, please don't go put me up against some guy who has like 950 team strength. And what does it do? Puts it up against a guy who has 934 team strength. His rating's actually lower than mine, but I was just like, what the hell? So look at his team. He has Casillas, Piqué, Messi, Nani, Ribery, Ronaldo, Ibrahimovic, Pirlo. On the bench, he's got Van Persie, Robinho, Iniesta, Xavi, Puyol, Silva, Aguero, Lam, Eto'o, Beckham, Thiago Silva, Tevez. And I was just like, oh my god, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. But my god, if you can't tell from the name of the episode, which is the Markcoos Mafia play dirty, I play very dirty in this match. Like, unbelievably dirty. I play like an absolute prostitute. You'll see what I'm talking about come near the end of the match. But here, this time actually gets he tries to cut it back with Maicon as right back, but then I just sort of take advantage of the fact that he doesn't have any right back, because of course everyone's moved across to the right to cover. So play a nice little ball through, and eventually Cersei gets thrown goal. And look at that for a finish from Cersei. He's like the Italian Messi. He's so good. He's so goddamn good. I mean, there Messi has a great shot, and Fabianski was in goal because Viviano wasn't happy. And Fabianski did a really good job considering that he was Fabianski. He's only 70 odd rated. I mean, look at that. That's a great save there from big Fabianski, big Lucas Fabianski. But I mean, I gave the ball really cheaply away and gets another shot away. I think it's with Messi. Yeah, Messi gets a nice shot away. And again, he makes a great save. I mean, I know the shots are right at him and he should be saving them, but knowing PES goalkeepers, the majority of them, they do make an abundance of ridiculous mistakes. I mean, here Messi actually hits the bar, because it just gets flying over him. But I mean, a lot of stuff is actually happening. Like, he was really pressuring because, of course, I scored the goal. And then after Fabianski makes another good save, this time clears it. It's a great little 1-2 from Falcao down to Cersei. And Cersei just buys his time. Falcao makes a great run. I play it through, and when Falcao's throwing the goal, he's not exactly the fastest, but I mean, he's faster than Chiellini and Piqué. And look at that for a composed finish from Radamel Falcao. And I was like, yes, it's all good. But in the 40th minute, he actually pings it straight through to Ronaldo, and I was like, fair enough. I know Ronaldo's going to score because he's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he scores, so I was like, alright, I'll just do a little bit of that myself. So Falcao here gets on the ball on the left-hand side, plays a nice little ball across to Cersei, pings it with his right foot, and volleys it into the back of the net with his left. And I was just like, yes. And then from the second goal, he actually tries it again. I just push Cassano right the way back, and I stop it. But as you can see here, I'm just pinging it out of play, coming up to half time, and that's actually when it went to half time. So I was like, oh, right then. I mean, my pass completion is quite low, 71%, but I've had 4 shots, 4 on target, so it's not too bad. I've scored 3 goals, so it could have been worse. But in the 60th minute here, I mean, I get the ball out to Jovetic on the left-hand side, and I was like, okay, I'm going to take my time, come inside, and Maicon can't stop me. I get a shot away. Casillas makes a great save, and then I get a red card here for Cersei. I thought that wouldn't be a red card, but it was a straight red, and I was like, what the hell? Like, really? I know it's from behind, but it's not in a difficult position, and I was going for the ball, so I can't say anything against that. But I mean, from that, he sort of just kept dominating me, like really dominating. He kept attempting to ping it through. I mean, here it's a little bit of a misfortune, and really Fabianski makes a great save. But I mean, he kept pinging it through, like, down the right-hand side, because of course that way Ronaldo was playing, and that should have been a penalty. I don't know what is going on, and he comes back and actually tackles me quite roughly, but it goes up for a goal kick anyway. But I mean, he was playing some good football, but unfortunately just couldn't get past my goalkeeper. And I mean, I was just being lucky like hell. I mean, here, 85th minute on the clock, Debussy, instead of hitting it towards anyone, I just hit it towards the corner. I played unbelievably dirty football, and I'm really sorry I had to do that. But he was a much better team than me. So in the last minutes of the match, I ping it through, and his keeper gets the ball before it goes out of play, and he knows that I'm playing dirty football, and I know I'm playing dirty football. So he actually sends me a message after saying, I think it's like dirty little twat or something, because it took quite a while for the match to actually end, as you can see. Then eventually it ended, and I won 3-1, so it wasn't too bad. And he, of course, had 13 shots, but he had 4 on target, so it's his fault for not being so composed. But Falcao got man of match with 6.5 rating, and here's a nice slow motion replay of Cersei's goal. Nice little right flick up with his right foot, and a nice little volley into the back of the net with his left. Unbelievable skills. But there I got 4.8 million for just winning the match, and my PES bonus of 300,000, so I got 5.2 million. He calls me a lucky dirty twat, and I was like, I agree if he was lucky he didn't score more. And after the red card, I played some, I just kept clearing the ball basically, really, and I was just like, fair enough. And he came actually back, and he was like, oh, no problem, man, like, at least, like, but then I was just like, now I'm just saying this, he did have a better team than me, and I defended like Chelsea in the Champions League. I just cleared the ball, scored a couple of goals, and just defended like hell. And that's what I did. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I played some really bad football, and I'm so sorry for it. But from winning that 14 odd million, I gave Charlie Mulgrew 50 contracts, because he's just the best player in the world. And I was only like 2 million, so it's not too bad. I actually went out and buy Casemiro as a backup for Hummels, because I don't actually have one other than Kieran Clark. And I also go out and I got rid of Mickley, and I got another 14 million back, and I was like, okay, I'm going to buy a new player, a new right midfielder, so as a backup. And it was between Salvio, Royce, and Van der Voors, who's actually Van der Vaart. And I actually go out and buy Salvio, because everyone has Royce, and I was just like, Royce is a bit weird, and Salvio is not. Why is there so much noise outside? What the hell is going on? I don't know. But as you can see here, I've actually got enough players to fill not the full team out yet. And the other attacking midfielder, I'm thinking about getting Van der Voors because he's Van der Vaart, of course. And that's really the only player I actually need before I'd be upgrading again. Either the right back, left and right back are completely finished. Right back, I'll get Glenn Johnson's backup for and get rid of Whitaker because his form's always terrible. Campagnara I'll eventually get rid of, and yeah, I don't know. I've not really got any money to spend at the current moment. I just have to play a couple more games and stuff like that. But I might go into a tournament, maybe something like that. I don't know. But if you have enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and catch you later.